Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just a little under 2 months away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to be a revelation film answering many of the burning questions from The Force Awakens, as well as creating brand new questions at the very beginning of this movie that will change our view of the past 8 Star Wars films by, of course, Lucasfilm. Now, with that being said, this movie does have a lot of risks involved with the storytelling process of this film and what J.J. Abrams really wants to do for many of the legacy characters and the sequel trilogy-based characters and how they will all work together. So these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. So specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be on the ground, exhausted and drained from Palpatine's Force conduit power that allows him to rob the energy of both Rey and Kylo to become rejuvenated and in a more youthful state. It's described that one of the scenes is said to involve a moment in which Kylo Ren is said to have the ability to get back up on 2 feet, where Ren tells Rey to stay here and to stay where she is. This is where Kylo speed walks toward Palpatine as he is using his Force Storm technique against the Resistance and the First Order. Kylo is said to fight Palpatine, where Rey begins to hear a voice that is said to be Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost, reaching out to her, provided by actor Hayden Christensen, where the visuals are said to include a faint image of Anakin placing his hand on Rey's shoulder, where a small ball of energy can be seen transferring into Rey's body. It's said that this is Anakin offering Rey the power of the netherworld of the Force, and that now many Force ghosts are a part of her temporarily. This is what allows Rey to get back up, where she begins to hear all other Force ghosts reaching out to her, where it's said that this is Disney's way of Anakin indirectly fighting Palpatine by giving Rey a fighting chance, and that this Force power is said to be a forbidden Force power by the Wills, who are godlike beings. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the thing about this movie is that a lot of fans are very skeptical about Force ghosts intervening into an actual battle between Rey, Kylo, and Palpatine. Now, on the other hand, I believe that this is perfectly fine as long as it's written in a very well done way and as long as it's executed on the screen perfectly. It almost brings me back to the old scripts of Return of the Jedi where Anakin, Luke, of course, Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi were used in different ways. A great example is that originally the Obi-Wan Kenobi ghost as well as Yoda's ghost was supposed to interfere with the battle between both Palpatine and Luke Skywalker on board of the second Death Star. So, with that being said, this is said to be a moment in which Kylo Ren is protecting Rey or buying Rey some time, where Anakin's Force Ghost is said to actually offer Rey a vital part of energy from the netherworld of the Force. Now, this is actually said to be a forbidden Force power that allows Force ghosts to essentially heal or energize or rejuvenate a mortal living in the mortal world from the netherworld. This is actually said to be a forbidden Force power by the Wills. Now, the Wills are godlike beings that are going to have numerous references in The Rise of Skywalker. If you guys are just tuning in right now, the Wills are essentially deities watching over the entire galaxy and the universe as a whole. In fact, they created the galaxy within the Star Wars universe as we know it. And so far, we have not seen the Wills on the big screen as of yet. So, with that being said, the fact that this particular scene where Anakin Skywalker offering the energy to Rey is actually said to be a moment in which his hand is placed on Rey's shoulder, where a ball of energy can be seen entering into Rey's body. Now, once again, we can see that J.J. Abrams is trying to change up the visuals of this movie. We have never seen anything like this in a Star Wars movie to date. Balls of energy transferring into one's body. Now, mind you that there is a real thing in our world called ball lightning. So balls of energy do exist in the real world. It's a weather phenomenon. Look it up. It's a very interesting piece. And that could have very well been used as the form of inspiration to use it for the Rise of Skywalker for the character of Anakin, transferring the power of the netherworld into Rey. But the thing here is this. It's actually said that once this happens, Rey is actually said to be connected to all the Force ghosts temporarily in some way, shape, or form, hence why she's going to hear numerous voices in her head as she fights Palpatine to the death in The Rise of Skywalker. Now, I will be honest, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to feel if Rey is the one to defeat Palpatine or if she defeats him effortlessly. I feel like that a lot of fans would either agree with that or disagree with that. It really should be Ben Solo / Kylo Ren, or at the very minimum, Anakin Skywalker himself destroying Palpatine once and for all in some way, shape, or form. So, with that being said, I would love to see what you guys have to say about all this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No hiding on the one from night to moon.